Caitlin and Jenna are sisters who argue a lot. Mom and Dad have had it and want some peace and quiet. Do you have a sibling rivalry going on in your house? Today we're talking about problem solving and conflict resolution on Majoring in the Middle. In our last video, we discussed the 5 steps to calm yourself down. Step 1, physical activity. Step 2, do something relaxing. Step 3, think about something else. Step 4, deep centered breathing. And step 5, positive self-talk. Knowing how to get to a calm state is absolutely critical before you can begin to problem solve. Let's go back to our sisters, Caitlin and Jenna. When we joined this family, the girls were arguing over access to Jenna's room. Jenna is the oldest and gets really annoyed at Caitlin when she barges in and presumes to own the place. Personal space is an age-old debate among siblings and one that comes up regularly in my household as well. So let's take a minute to break down this conflict and see if we can help work it out. First, it should be mentioned that if either or both of the girls are experiencing strong emotions, they should refer back to the steps for staying in control that we spoke about in the previous 2 videos. The first step to problem solve is analyze the situation. What is the problem? How do I feel? What do I need or want? Do I need more information? The first 3 questions are about explaining our own perspective, and the last question is about making sure we have all the information, which is always helpful when attempting to resolve conflict. The second step to solving a problem is brainstorm solutions. Once we have purposefully taken a look at the conflict from our own and the other person's point of view, we can now start developing a list of solutions. Like, Caitlin is simply never allowed in Jenna's room. Caitlin is always allowed in Jenna's room. Caitlin is limited to a schedule. Or Jenna is allowed in Caitlin's room as much as Caitlin is in hers. The visiting sister must knock and ask permission before entering and respect the other's privacy and property. The third step is to carefully consider each of the options. What might happen if we do this? Is it safe? How might the people involved feel about it? Is it ethical? Let them know that they want to consider how family and friends and others feel about the options because you want to avoid damaging those relationships or ending up in trouble for doing something that is unethical. Step 4 is to select an option and develop a plan. Decide on the best action to take and think through the steps you'll need to take from start to finish. Remember to consider everyone involved and how they will be affected by the plan. Lastly, you'll need to evaluate the plan to see if it's working. If it's not working, you'll need to circle back to the brainstorming phase in order to select another plan or come up with even more ideas. The key to all of this is to get your child to slow down and think. Once they're calm enough to develop their own solution to the problem, they will have ownership of it, and that will motivate them to act toward the solution. Well, that's all for now. Please check back next week for a new episode. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to be notified of new content about life with your middle school child. I'm Mandy Stewart, and I'll see you next time on Majoring in the Middle.